real at every angle. If you a real they hate you with everything they got. They can't stand it.
I'm not the type of dude that you can come up on like
Bro,
this.
listen, we out here to
what
get
kind of
content.
content
You're not gonna tell me what to do.
You can't come up on me.
He told street dudes who had did dirt in the street. When y'all see Gene, y'all do him dirty. Y'all beat him up. He wanted me in the dirt and was trying to rock me to sleep. He knew where I was.
Y'all aren't going to believe this. Zhang Deal just got ambushed outside of a private reunion gathering that brought together several former staffers from Bad Boy. And from the looks of it, this incident was anything but random. Out of nowhere, 3 unidentified individuals wearing masks rushed toward Zhang as he was attempting to leave the event. And let's be honest, all signs are pointing straight back to Diddy. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Comedian Katt Williams has now come forward, publicly voicing his support for Zhang, and now there's serious buzz going around that Katt and Zhang might be collaborating on some confidential project intended to expose even more damning information, not just about Diddy, but about the entire entertainment industry. What makes the timing even more suspicious is that this all happened just a few days after Zhang did yet another explosive interview about Diddy, one where he revealed chilling new details he had never shared before. In that interview, he spoke about how working for Diddy nearly cost him his life, how he was dragged into extreme and chaotic situations, misled with false promises, and never received the compensation he was guaranteed. Then, only a few days after that tell-all interview, and right after, Diddy manages to dodge the RICO charges. Zhang is attacked. The timing? Definitely not a coincidence. Zhang has been sounding the alarm about Diddy's behavior for years now, and it seems like Diddy is feeling invincible after slipping past those federal charges. But make no mistake, Zhang and Katt Williams aren't retreating. They're reportedly preparing to blow the lid off something major. And from the looks of it, Diddy's getting more nervous by the day.
Way before I came to YouTube. That goes to show you what kind of dude this is.
Here's Gene's version of how things went down. He was simply leaving the reunion event, which happened only a few days after Diddy's verdict was handed down in court. That's when, completely out of nowhere, 3 masked men suddenly rushed him and attempted to attack. However, Zhang later publicly denied being seriously hurt and made it crystal clear that he is not the kind of man you want to mess with.
What a grown man look like, somebody smacking him around, hitting him and all this shit like that. I ain't taking no ass whooping. I ain't took an ass whooping since the fucking doctor spanked me on my fucking ass. I ain't took an ass whooping since my mom and my daddy. When they stopped taking it, I guess I'm got amnesia. I don't know what an ass whooping look like or feel like.
Zhang also made it known that he wasn't exactly shocked by the incident. In fact, he said he already knew Diddy had made plans back in the day to have him taken out.
Life for y'all. It came to life for y'all that this dude wanted me dead way before I came to YouTube. Because I was having meetings with serious dudes in the street. And he refused to sit down. So what did he do? He tell his security team. He didn't tell the NYPD officers. He didn't tell the Department of Correction officers. He didn't tell none of the parole officers or anybody he had working for him that was officers. He told street dudes who had did dirt in the street. When y'all see Gene, y'all do him dirty. Y'all beat him up. He ain't tell him to beat me up. He didn't tell him that. He wanted me in the dirt and was trying to rock me to sleep. He knew where I was.
For anyone who's been keeping up with Jane's journey, it's no secret that Diddy has plenty of reasons to want him gone permanently. Zhang, better known by some as Gan, has been hitting podcasts, doing interviews, and basically showing up anywhere with a microphone, exposing shocking details about Diddy that most people wouldn't dare speak on. While critics have accused Zhang of chasing clout, let's not forget, he was speaking out long before Cassie filed her now famous lawsuit. In fact, all of Gene's receipts are still available on his YouTube channel. Some of those videos go back years, showing Zhang casually speaking from his own kitchen, spilling raw and detailed accounts about Diddy, Jay, the deaths of Tupac and Biggie, Kim Porter, and a whole bunch of other stuff that the public ignored until Diddy got taken to court. And now, not even a full week after Diddy dodges the RICO charge, someone attempts to jump Zhang. That timing feels a little too convenient. Let's be honest. Diddy had more than enough chances to silence Zhang back before all this legal drama took center stage. But back then, it's likely he thought no one was really paying attention to Gene's videos anyway. The game has changed now. Zhang has suddenly become one of the most credible sources for all the behind-the-scenes tea on Diddy's darkest secrets. And now that Diddy has beaten that high-profile case, he might be feeling unbeatable, like nothing and no one can touch him. And that's when he starts thinking about revenge. According to media reports, there's already talk that Diddy has assembled a list, a literal revenge list, for when he gets released. So what happened next after the attack on Zhang? The internet exploded. Everyone online was saying the same thing, that Diddy wants Zhang eliminated. And it's not hard to see why. Zhang isn't just some random ex-bodyguard anymore. He's one of the last people from the original bad boy circle who's still alive and still speaking out. Even the folks who used to laugh at Zhang and accuse him of exaggerating or lying are now paying close attention. But it's not just the fans this time. Zhang is starting to get real support from others in the industry, people like 50 Cent. And Katt Williams. 50 even posted a throwback photo of himself with Zhang and captioned it, "Yo, y'all saw this ish." But the real shocker came from Katt Williams. He posted a mysterious, emotional message on his Instagram account that read, "The most dangerous anger comes from a person with a good heart. Hold it in, stay calm, smile, laugh, forgive. Until one day they just can't anymore. Stop pushing good people too far." See, Zhang and Katt are not the type of men who go into hiding or retract their statements when things get dangerous. They don't back down. Still, their fans are seriously concerned for their safety, especially with the idea of Diddy walking free again. One commenter put it bluntly, Diddy's going to come out worse than ever. It's going to be like he never left, only more dangerous. Another person wrote, "Of course they're in danger. Just look at what he's already done and managed to get away with going all the way back to the 90s. As for Katt, he's no stranger to being targeted either. Just like Zhang, he's claimed in past interviews that powerful forces tried to have him institutionalized, strip him of custody of his children, and even attempted to take his life."
Because here's the whole thing. You gonna charge me with child endangerment? After I adopted 7 children and had them for 14 years in this state? Really? You coming after my kids now? Because it was already a witch hunt. Now you want my babies? Yikes.
Are right. Also made a bold and unsettling claim recently. She stated that Katt Williams had to literally sleep in a bulletproof vest for several years straight because he knew without a doubt that certain highly influential individuals were actively trying to have him eliminated.
He said he got arrested over 30 times. Yeah. No convictions.
I'm getting close.
Go ahead.
But it's been about 30 for him. It's been 8 for me.
Yes.
He beat felony, I beat felony.
Comes to Diddy, Katt Williams has been just as bold and unfiltered as Zhang Deal, if not more. For years, Katt has been openly calling out Diddy and dropping subtle but significant clues suggesting that Diddy, along with some of his powerful associates in the entertainment business, have long been involved in some deeply disturbing and sinister activities.
I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri, king of them. You ask me, baby.
On that, Katt has spent years speaking publicly about those notorious industry parties, revealing how a lot of high-profile celebrities allegedly use these gatherings to discreetly connect with other men in secret, away from the public eye.
Motherfucker gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big-ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room and Nick, come here. Is that two kissing?
But has noticeably changed in Katt's tone recently. The way he's been describing those infamous mansion parties has taken a far darker turn. According to Katt, these aren't just secret gatherings for down-low hookups anymore. They are allegedly the setting for ritualistic practices, involving disturbing ceremonies and symbolic acts that happen in total secrecy, away from cameras. And witnesses. Interview
unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is. So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was gonna be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood that things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ring. Really? And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future.
What makes this even more alarming is that this isn't the first time we've heard something like this. Jang Deal, aka again exposed similar claims long ago. In one of his older YouTube uploads, Gan specifically alleged that Diddy was known for organizing full moon ritual gatherings, where he and several other men would reportedly take part in idol worship type practices that clearly went beyond the typical party scene. Katt and Jang appear determined to continue speaking out and exposing the dark side of the entertainment industry. It's no wonder that people are worried their lives might be in serious danger, especially once Diddy regains his freedom. But here's the thing, from the looks of it, Katt and Jang are absolutely not backing down. Sources with close knowledge claim that just last week, the two were spotted having a private meeting, and now the rumor mill is buzzing, with talk that they might be collaborating on a powerful joint project. While the exact nature of the project hasn't been confirmed, speculation is running wild. Some believe it might be a podcast, while others are saying it could be a multi-part docuseries, or maybe even a full-fledged production company. Regardless of what it turns out to be, one thing is clear, something major is in the works. According to one insider, Katt and Jang have actually been quietly coordinating for several months now, trying to develop what they're calling a truth-telling project, one that will pull back the curtain on the entertainment world's darkest secrets. Katt also recently announced he's building his own music studio from the ground up, and he made it very clear that he intends to produce the kind of content that Hollywood would never greenlight. So, if the rumors are accurate and Gan Deal is teaming up with Katt, then it completely makes sense why Diddy would want to silence Jang now, before the project gets released. Because if Jang really does have the evidence, and Katt has the platform, then this collaboration isn't just a problem for Diddy. It poses a major threat to the entire system of corruption embedded in the industry. And here's another thing, ever since Jang was attacked, something has changed in him. Everyone who's followed his work can tell the shift. Yes, he's been telling Diddy-related stories for years, but now he's speaking with a new level of urgency. His interviews feel sharper, more emotional, and entirely unfiltered. Like all the politeness has been thrown out the window. Gene's no longer holding back, and you can literally hear the anger and frustration in his voice. In his most recent appearance on The Art of Dialogue, Zhang lashed out at those celebrating the fact that Diddy beat the RICO case. He carefully broke things down, point by point, to show exactly the kind of man people are cheering for, and why it's so dangerous.
They celebrating for a psychotic, narcissist, a sociopath sex offender, abusing and degrading women, beating on them, brother, and having them appease him and his homosexual tendencies by letting random men, prostitutes, male prostitutes, brother, ejaculate their sexual juices on them so he can lick them off. Is this what's happening in the fucking hood now? Is that what's good in the hood? Tell me, is that what's happening in the streets, brother? Is that what the industry that came down to now? They celebrating him. And it's strange, bro. How they celebrating this demon, bro. They celebrating this demon. Do you understand that?
And when the interviewer asked him whether his views on Diddy had changed following the not guilty verdict, Zhang didn't hesitate for a second.
He answered directly, saying, Diddy deserves to
be buried. He made it clear that his opinion hasn't wavered at all, adding that he's going to keep saying the same things he's been saying from the beginning, no matter what.
I'ma say the same shit about Diddy, but in my way. I'm not here to praise this nigga. I'd rather see him buried. And y'all can say and feel however you want to. Because that's the way he felt about people we all used to be around and love. This dude is psychotic. I don't care what you say, bro. You look at some of the stuff that he did, and like I say, that's what's good in the hood now. That's how y'all getting down now. Licking another man's sperm off his girl. Beating women. Because man, the nigga still going to jail. I don't care for him. I don't give a fuck about him. Him, anybody who looked like him, got his last name and came in on a boat with him.
While some folks are saying that Zhang might be going a little too far, especially after he made that controversial remark comparing Diddy's fate to Jeffrey Epstein's, Zhang didn't backpedal one bit. In fact, he doubled down, insisting that this is exactly what Diddy deserves. He went on to recall several harrowing situations from the past. Moments when he nearly lost his own life while serving as Diddy's protector, only for Diddy to later turn around and allegedly place a hit on him. But interestingly, Zhang emphasized that his desire to see Diddy held accountable isn't even rooted in those personal betrayals. According to him, it's not really about what Diddy did to him specifically. It's about the long list of wicked, immoral, and outright evil things Diddy has done to numerous innocent individuals throughout the years.
He should hang himself. I mean, that's a little extreme. I mean, what did he do for you to feel like that?
Bruh, I never really discussed the fact that my issues with my job with nobody. You understand? Because people don't realize is that let me sit up in this a little bit. You know, I know people gonna say what they want to say. People don't realize this, brother, that it's a lot of shit that happened with us as far as when you go do a security job and you're willing to die for somebody. We was in situations that I could have lost my life protecting him, but that's what I'm getting paid for. I never fought this dude for me. I fought because of what he was doing to other people. And I don't understand why it's so hard.
When people raise concerns about Jean's safety, especially with the possibility of Diddy getting out of prison and retaliating, Zhang doesn't seem even slightly shaken. He calmly stated that he's not worried in the slightest because he knows Diddy far better than most people. And more importantly, he knows exactly how to protect himself if push comes to shove.
I'm not gonna worry about somebody that I bodyguard. I'm not gonna worry about somebody that I bodyguard. And God knows I could bodyguard myself with his blessings. I could bodyguard myself with his blessings, brother. I'm not worried about that. Nothing beats an ambush, and I know that. But I'm not worried about his shit. What you eat don't make me shit. So I'ma talk about whatever I wanna talk about. If you got a problem with it, tough titty. I have been talking about this character. I've been talking about this shit. Even today, I'ma continue to talk about it.
For anyone who thought Zhang, or Gan, as he's also known, would shrink away, go silent, or walk back his statements following the Diddy verdict, he's just proven all of them completely wrong. Not only is he not backing down, he's making it crystal clear that he still has much more to reveal. And he's willing to put everything on the line to keep speaking the truth. If Diddy thought that sending a warning or resorting to intimidation tactics would make Zhang go quiet, the plan clearly backfired, because it's only made Zhang louder. And here's the kicker. Although Zhang has already spilled a great deal of behind-the-scenes information, people close to him are now saying the real bombshells haven't even dropped yet, according to insiders. Zhang is still sitting on a mountain of shocking material. We're talking unreleased audio recordings, personal messages, and even video evidence, all of which could potentially confirm some of the most disturbing rumors, not just about Diddy, but about other incredibly powerful figures operating within the music and entertainment industry. And now that Zhang is teaming up with Katt Williams, you already know this situation is about to explode. But there's one more twist that not enough people are talking about. Word is 50 Cent isn't just showing public support for Zhang online for clout or likes, no. There's much more going on behind the scenes. According to well-placed sources, 50 has actually been quietly collaborating with Zhang and Katt off camera, apparently. This has been in the works for some time, ever since 50 first began development on his now infamous Diddy Do It documentary. But here's the thing, Zhang and Katt reportedly weren't ready to move forward until after the court verdict dropped. Now that the legal dust is settling, they've finally given 50 the green light. And insiders are saying that some very powerful people in the industry are already panicking. Let's just say there are going to be a lot of sleepless nights in Hollywood in the days ahead.